Hello guys, welcome back to Minagoroshi, start of the new week. It's a good day. Actually, it's been an incredibly lazy day for me. I woke up normally, but then I fell asleep at like 1 p.m. and then woke up at like 5. So I got like double sleep, so I'm kind of awake. But yeah, let's just go into this, I think. Right? Yeah, I don't think there's anything else too important to say. We kind of stopped early last time just because I was super sleepy and tired, so shouldn't be a problem this time. I was feeling it. This is gonna be like a long chapter break thing, so actually this might be a shorter episode just to keep contingency, but it won't be shorter than like 40 minutes, I think. I don't know. We'll see. It's either gonna be like short or like super long, so. But last time, Satoko came back to school. It obviously didn't end well as expected, but not as bad as it did in Higurashi. Oh, there was something I wanted to talk about. You know, shower thoughts. Because I do like to take a shower before I record. It kind of wakes me up a bit more. I was thinking we should probably just, like, make our stance clear on who the mastermind killing Rika is. Because, like, okay, we know it's going to be Oishi Takano, but the fact that I'm saying it's either one, when it's revealed whoever it is, like which one it is, it probably won't be as big as an achievement. So I should probably just take my shot and stick with it. I mean, it could be like both of them, like Oishi did the murders before and Takano kills Rika, or like a mix, but like we should choose our Rika killer just because it's a little cheese, because it's definitely one of those two. It has to be. There's no way, no way. So I was thinking in the shower, like, yes, we looked at it before. We know there's more chances for Oishi to do the paranoia stuff to everyone else. We've literally like looked at all the scenes of paranoia and like matched them together, so Oishi is more consistent. But honestly, the biggest point, and it's like, it really should have just been kind of, should have just stuck with that more, is I'm like 100, that's 99% sure Takano fates to death in every arc. Like 99% sure. You know, people have given me answers. What if the police just messed up? Sure, whatever. But I'm like so sure. But like my thoughts were like, okay, so she did that, but that doesn't mean she's the killer. She could be doing some, I don't know, some government shit or whatever. But like the more you think about it, is the fact that she fates her death probably means you should suspect her more than Oishi. That should probably like trump all the evidence on Oishi a bit and push her over the top. Like, she fates her death, dude. Tomotaki dies and she fates her death, and why am I like putting her and Oishi at equal? Like, it's definitely one of those two, but I think the death fate for Takano is more likely for Takano. So I'm gonna say Takano is the mastermind. There's my take. Just mainly, again, we've already examined them both like a lot, and then I came to the conclusion that it's either one of them, and we just threw Ire out of the conclusion because he was randomly in there. But like, I really should have focused more on the fact that she fates her death, because it's strange, and it does appear that Ire doesn't know that she fates her death, but like, I guess you can't really tell for certain. So, but it's like, would Takano kill Tomotaki? It's a hard question. I'm not sure. It might. I wouldn't be surprised if it got like really messy and like Takano doesn't kill Tomotaki, but then she fates her death knowing that Tomotaki dies or something, so she can still act even though someone else is after. There's like a lot of lines, but I do think Takano's a bit more likely, and at least for killing Rika. Like, they already have a bit more of a connection than Oishi does to Rika, but I think Takano is the Rika killer. And Oishi, again, I still think he's more likely for committing the past murders than Takano. Kind of, but it's weird. It's a weird one, because Oishi's more likely to making the people paranoid, so like, it's kind of weird if you want to split that. Like, Takano killing Rika is separate from Keiichi, Shion, and Rena going crazy and killing people in the other arcs. That's actually a cleaner split, but that's a way more ambitious statement. But you know what? if we did it halvesies, then whatever. I'll say Tatano is the Rita Tiller, and Oishi is the one that made Teichi, Shion, Ren. But then it's like, is that even true? Because it's been hinted that it's probably just the disease. Unless Oishi knows about the disease. You know what? We'll cut that. We'll just say Rita is. I mean, Tatano is the Rita Tiller. The second one is too vague. There's my lock-in. If it's Oishi, though, I wouldn't be surprised. If it's anyone else, I would be kind of mad at myself for not seeing it. Anyways, there we go. That's what I wanted to say, but let's start this. So yes, didn't go well with Satoto, but we're still focused. We're still good. We're at the center. I'm waiting to see their reactions to seeing this much people come. Like I said, the adults will probably put a bit more pressure. I've seen some adults there, including a guy with a big ass camera. That would probably be a bit spooky. I don't know how well known Irie is, but having a trained doctor at a protest about a child being abused is also seems a little strong. So I'm excited though. We got the drums online. We got the boys. The Titans are here. The Otakus are here. We're all squatted up. This will be a nice blow. It'll probably be our biggest blow. I don't know if we can actually get bigger than this, unless we can somehow convince Oryu. But I mean, I would love to see a Keiichi and Oryu standoff. But I don't know if that will actually happen. But let's just go into this and see how it goes. Tochai brought up some sashes, headbands, and banners with him. He was so well prepared. Got some headbands. I liked it. The sashes and headbands read Save Satoto Hojo, and the consultation center must take action immediately. They were perfect for our protest. Good tech. I'm surprised we didn't think of that, to be honest. I didn't think of that, honestly. I've never been to a protest, so I don't really know. He had brought lots of extras along too. Takano and Shion handed them to other supporters. Do you mean you loathe his style? He looks pretty sick. Unless you're like just talking about him in general. Or, ここにいる60人は全員に面識があるわけじゃない。でも同じ鉢巻きやタスキを身につけることで同じ目的を持った仲間だと分かり、連帯感も育めるからね。Dude, the drums, honestly, you always have in each of the answer arts, you have like this one new song that's pretty good. The drums, dude, the drums are in this drum song is so good. It actually hypes me up so much. You were at the conflict, Tomotaki? Huh. I guess it is kind of surprising that there is a government thing going on in Hinamizawa after like the tension between the government and Hinamizawa during the dam conflict. I'm guessing that's maybe the Sonozachis actually don't know about the disease stuff, because you feel like they wouldn't allow the government to do stuff in Hinamizawa, but I don't know, can't be sure, I guess. Tomotachi was exactly right. Even the kids from Otonomiya were willing to wear the headbands. It was like we were supporting a baseball team. Come on, you can't hate Irie's style. I like the normal glasses and the sunglasses in the pocket. It's cool, okay? Happy Rika. It's always good to see.
自分ができることを惜しみませんよ。さとこちゃんを助け出すために全力を尽くしましょう。はい、
ケイチ君の。すごいね。昨日は社会科見学様ご一行だったのに、今日はまるで雰囲気が違う。
It's war now.
そうだな。
Let's see if they can handle this. I'd be sweating so hard, especially after like thinking it's not going to be a Hinamizawa problem and you see a bunch of people protesting.
俺は人数が多ければ相手はビビるだろうくらいに思ってたが、これは迫力が違う。
It's a statement.
やはりハったりって大事なんだなって思うぜ。
さあ、そろそろ時間よ。
I talk, you know. We did just accuse you of being the Rika killer. I don't want to because both Oishi and Takano have been like super friendly and willing. Like, could Takano... I guess it's like... Because I love the idea of Oishi baiting Teppei. Oh, but like... No, actually it can't. Never mind, because it is pretty much confirmed that Rina died from the Sonozakis, huh? I do remember the implications from Mion and stuff, so never mind. I guess no one really... Because I remember in, I don't know if it was... I think it was Sumi Horoboshi. I made the statement that maybe someone killed, Oh no, it was Shion killed, Rina to bring Teppei back to Hinamizawa so he can torture Satoko. That was a dank theory, but... I mean, she is a Sonozaki, but I don't think that, motivation works anymore in this art, so probably not. Yeah, so it's probably just capitalizing off the fact that Teppei comes back, which is interesting. If that is the case, then I don't know. Never mind. Never mind. I have some big brain thoughts in my head, but we should just push along a bit because again, they're all just theories about it. You're the captain of the ship, Keiichi. Who else?
Keiichi-kun, リーダーがそんなじゃ貫禄がないよ。さあ、胸を張って。
I walked out in front of everyone while Tomotaki-san took pictures. Everyone went quiet and turned their gaze to me. I felt so nervous, but at the same time I also felt thrilled to see all of our comrades here.
みんな、今日は集まってくれてありがとう。すでに聞いてると思うが、俺たちのクラスメート、北条聡子のために、これより3日目の陳情を決行する。かつて気の向くままに聡子をほったらかしにして、沖宮に1年間も蒸発していたオチが、どう児童相談所は直ちに状況を理解し、聡子に対する緊急保護を実施するべきである。だが児童相談所側は慎重な対応を理由に現状を放置。聡子が日々の窒息しそうな環境の中で心をすりつぶされていっている急を理解していない。俺たちはこれより3日目の陳情を決行し、児童相談所に
I skipped.
今日学校で聡子ちゃんの姿を見た人ならわかるはず。
Yep.
あの快活だった聡子ちゃんがたったの4日であんなにもやつれ果ててしまって、あんな姿をこれ以上放っておくなんて絶対にできない。これですでに3日連続、しかも人数はここまで膨れ上がった。相談所側に私たちの強い意志を訴えよう。私たちは仲間を見捨てたりしない。
すごいね。こいつは間違いなくダム戦争の再来だよ。
The Satoko conflict, and we're the Satoko Defense Alliance.
ダム戦争を知らないはずの前原くんがダム戦争を再びなんて面白いものね。やはりこの地には人を結束させたくなる何かがあるということなのかしら。
やっぱり
Yeah, I was gonna say. You are right, Takano. It is the culture. Though we are getting some peeps from other places, but still.
だから 今日のこれは怒るべくして起こったんです。
I mean, it's not inevitable since it didn't happen last time. It's actually a high roll.
僕たちは隣人の顔も覚えてない都会に住んでるけど、それと比べるとなんだか羨ましいね。
Hey, that's me. I think in most cities, well, that's generalizing, but like me, I mean, I know their faces. I honestly don't know their names. I do live in a condominium though. Might be different if you're house by house, so.
電車の本数が少ないと愚痴ってた人がよく言いますですよ。
Trains are blessed. What can I say? Otakus. My voice. Grade A voice acting.
要求貫徹絶対救出みんな K に続け
Ooh? God, that is the weirdest hype noise ever, but get hyped up. We need all the hype we can get. It's the battle music. Get ready. Everyone had that much vigor before we'd even entered the building. They had to have heard what was going on outside. In fact, panicked-looking people were staring at us out the windows. They're sweating.
参りましょう。
It really pushed me forward, and I took the first step of our third attempt with the weight of 60 people on my shoulders. Bum, 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 bum. We went through the automatic doors and slowly crossed 20 meters to the counter. Dude, I'm actually so hyped. I'm ready.
これでならどうだ一昨日は相談員昨日は係長
Bring the mayor.
なら今日は所長か
Or, yeah, I guess that's a better step.
わからない。
You feel like this would be a pretty big news story, honestly. 60 people protesting. I feel like they would in Toronto, at least.
でもきっと私たちの強い意志は伝わるはずだよ。
Bam, bam, bam. Wait, gotta hit the drop before we go. Bam, 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 bam.
こんにちは。今日はどのようなご用件でしょうか。
It's working.
昨日と同じです北条聡子の件について陳情に参りました
At the far end of the office, I saw the manager from yesterday talking to a guy sitting behind an important looking desk. I could tell he was intimidated to see so many people. Xian said that this was the day we'd finally close the deal, but I couldn't be that optimistic. Yeah, don't take any chances. We need to corner them and deal the finishing blow, alright? We have the manpower, we just need the execution. To be honest, our current numbers were probably the maximum number of people that I could get. Yeah, I was trying to say, can we really do another bigger blow than this? Probably not, so. Yeah, so what would we do if things didn't work out today? I put up a brave front, but internally I was nearly cracking with anxiety. But looking at the hopeful, encouraging expression on Rena's face as she walked beside me helped disperse those timid feelings. Rena might hold the very same worries inside of her heart. Everyone must be wondering if we can really save Satoko or not. But today we were supporting each other by hiding those worries. That was unmistakably our team's strong point. We could never have gathered so much energy and strength if we were alone. That power can only be created when people work together. It takes forever for a drop of water to wear away out one rock, but a tsunami can break it into pieces in a second. The manager approached the counter. Dude, I'm ready. Bam, 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 bam. Click. He started speaking to me, saying that the meeting room wasn't open today, so he couldn't let us all into one room. However, the head of the office was willing to see us, so we could use the reception area in front of his desk. Since the room is so small, however, he asked us to choose 3 representatives to come inside.
本当に申し訳ございません
Hariyama.
他のお客様へのご配慮ということでご理解を ご協力をいただけると助かるのですが。
You're trying to lay off the pressure, but we were here with all these people and they were only letting 3 of us inside. I wanted to refuse their offer, but Mion told me to take it.
この人数で占拠すれば業務への支障を理由に上げ足を取られかねないしね。
Okay, some legal tax.
すでに十分インパクトを与えてる。向こうも施設長が直接話を聞くと言ってるし、これは向こうの最高の対応でもあるよ。
Okay, but we're leveling up. Or I honestly thought we were gonna fight the manager. This is a whole new ball game. We don't know how stern the head's going to be.
みんなガクガクブルブルでニャーニャーして
But
ます
they are
ですよ。
scared. Okay. Who we sending in?
にゃーにゃ
Yes, meow meow. I feel like obviously Keiichi. I feel like we don't send in Shion. I feel like actually Rika would be good if she actually try-harded. I think it's Keiichi, Rena, and Mion, but Mion should be replaced with Rika if Rika was could act well. I think that's the lineup, but we probably will go with Rena. Actually, it is kind of Rika's arc, so I kind of want Rika in. We'll see. I don't think we should bring in Shion, no offense, but I don't want some death threats. Unless we do just drop the Sonozaki name and then hit him with the threats, then it might actually work. So it's a hard choice, but I think Keiichi Rena is definitely... Well, Rena did... yeah, actually no. Rena has the zingers. We have to bring her.
でも会議室が空いてないって
Yeah,
嘘くさいですけ
it's
どね。
definitely a lie.
私も嘘だと思うな。
They just don't want the pressure. Because, you know, if they piss us off, you got 60 angry people at you.
でもみーちゃんの言う通り、これだけの人数で押しかけたというインパクトは十分与えたと思う。
And you know if they tell the
所長さ
police,
んはここの最高責任者です。
despite the bro moment with Owishi, he would probably stop us. Because again, he wants, in his bro moment, he said he would do whatever it takes to find out who killed his friend. So, he definitely wants to keep the Teppei bait in Hinamizawa.
それが話を聞くという例を尽くした以上、
I wonder if
こちらにも多少の譲歩が必要かもしれませんね。
I wonder if the answer is actually to bring like an adult with us as one of the 3, but I'm not sure. Tomotaki with this big camera, dude. I feel like that's honestly the most intimidating thing. Or Irie with his because he's a doctor. But I don't know. It'll probably be out of the club members, to be honest.
話し合いの場を設けたのに先方が席に着かなかった。そういう記録だけ残ると話し合いの余地なしってことにされてしまうわね。
It's a good point. Okay.
部外者の意見で恐縮だけど、ここは話し合いに来ているということをアピールするべきだと思うな。
Did I say this before? But you would think the government would be able to pressure this to Satoto's their precious research experiment girl. Which obviously doesn't sound good when you say it, but like, you think they would value her a bit more to get her to safety than what they're doing. But I guess I don't know how big this whole disease research thing is. It might not be a big thing, so... It was good to get suggestions from so many different people. If it was only me, I would have just gotten pissed off and left. That was probably not the best idea. Once again, I felt how important it was that we were a team.
わかりました。では代表3人ということにします。
Who you choosing, Keiichi?
で、代表
Yeah.
は誰にしよう。
It's a tough decision. I do think Rena is good, Rika is good, Mion is good, and any of the adults. I still don't think we should do Shion unless we do whip out the Sonozaki name, but I don't know how well that would work if they got direct confirmation from Oryu.
代表はケイチ君でいいと思うな。
Yeah, for sure. Kichi's gonna carry the conversation.
あと大人として監督と
Coach
みーちゃんもついててくれれ
Mion.
ば文句なしかな。
It's an interesting choice. Mion does have the experience, which is why I like her in third spot, but I just think Rita would have a better impact since Satoko was living with Rita. But yes, Rena does know that the tech about adults is actually really strong, especially if a doctor is protesting about Satoko's abuse. And Mion is a good choice. Again, the super trump card is to drop the Sonozaki name, so it's a good lineup, Rena. But I do think you are pretty good. But I guess with KG, how much do you actually need Rena?
所長が私の顔を知ってたら、園崎家の圧力ってことになっちゃう。
Unless Mion doesn't know about Oryu already talking to them, so if they knew, then Mion would definitely be more willing.
今回の件は園崎家はノータッチなんで、そこを誤解させられない。
Okay.
大人の事情でごめん。サトコを助けるのは私たちの戦いで、鬼ババとは何の関係もありませんからね。
But yeah, if we actually bring an ad out, I think that's the play. It's kind of weird thinking. This is like some weird strategizing. I like it though.
レナさんはどうです？
Yeah, I like Rena too.
ガツンと一発叩き込んでやってくださいよ。
I think Rena, Ire, or Tomotachi.
私でもいいけど。
Or, I mean, Rita, yeah. Like I said before, Rita, Rena, Keiichi is the best. But replace Rita with an adult, or replace Rita or Rena with an adult plus, well, just an adult then, I think is also pretty good. Bring in Tomato Twin, dude. You know, he got the baseball star power. What if one of them are fans of the Titans, dude? Might actually be the best strat.
さとこちゃんの一番のお友達として代表に加わってもいいんじゃないかな。
Rita-chan is a quiet girl, so it'd be hard for them to understand what she's thinking. However, she's Satoko's best friend. She had been living with her for the past year as if they were family. She has the strongest bond with Satoko out of any of us. Ooh, Coach Rika. No, Rena? Okay. I think this is good.
了解。私はみんなをまとめるよ。
I didn't think Tatano would be a good choice, because obviously I'm a little sketch of Tatano. I don't know how, because I can imagine Coach being sincere about this, but like Tatano might just be putting on an act, but won't go as hard as Coach might go. Mion winked at me and started explaining the situation to everyone else. Ooh. How hard are we? Okay, fuck it, whatever. It's a Saturday. We'll just go hard. This might be a 2-hour episode. Let's go. Ooh. I never thought I'd be chosen as one of the representatives. This is Rita POV. I'm not a very good speaker, so really Rena or Shihan should have been picked instead of me. But I just couldn't refuse when they told me that Satoko's best friend should be the one to go. They told us to sit on the couch inside the visitor's room. The counselor, the manager, and the head of the office were here. Hey, 03. Oh, it's a 3v3? It's kind of rough. The way they treated us was improving every time we came. I didn't know if today's appeal would change anything, but I was starting to feel the direction of fate shifting little by little. On you.
わずか数日でとんでもない展開になってる。さすがの私にももうどうなるやら見当もつかないわ。
Hanyu appeared beside me. It had been a while since she showed up. Hanyu was assuming that we still wouldn't be able to save Satoko in this world either. She always felt it was best to just watch what happened without hoping for a positive change. I'd been hurt so many times after being betrayed while hoping for change. Surely that wasn't good for my soul. I've been beaten down and over again. It's better to be quiet and do nothing. It's better to not expect change. That way, if something bad happens, I won't feel pain. My fate was already a dead end. But was that really true? I did my best in many of my previous lives. However, I always acted alone. A miracle only happens when everyone combines their efforts. I was starting to feel the depth of what that meant. But even so, that didn't guarantee that we could save Satoko. This was the best chance I've had so far, certainly, but that still didn't prove anything. I couldn't call it a miracle just yet. A miracle is something far more dramatic. So this wasn't a miracle. It wasn't a miracle just yet. There was still someone else who needed to reach out for this to become a miracle. Akasaka? Or, no, Rika, sorry. Dude, I want Akasaka to come back, but yes, Rika needs to work hard. She's been slacking. Everyone has been working so hard. They truly believe they can bring about a miracle. Who amongst them doesn't believe? Isn't there someone who's not reaching out her hand like everyone else is doing? Oh. Okay. That is true. That's actually a good point, but I also do think Rita's been slacking a little, but I guess she's been picking up the pace a bit. But yes, Satoko does need to squat up. And she did in Sumi Horoboshi, but obviously it's a little bit different since the uncle wasn't really involved, so. Oops.
そうなのですが、それは簡単ではないのです。聡子を救おうとみんなが手を伸ばしているのに、そうやって考えると一番訴えるべきは聡子じゃないかって思う。
Yeah, but I don't know. How are we gonna get to her?
聡子に手を伸ばすよう説得するのです。
I mean, Kichi did do that, but yeah. Maybe that is the strat, because Satoto's obviously the way we win this, but we're trying to win it alternatively, I guess.
それはとても簡単なことではないけれど、サイコロの目が再び六揃いになる奇跡を待つ苦労に比べたら大した苦労じゃない。
In any case, I'm the only one with the key to open her heart. I'm like family to Satoko. I know she thinks the same. I'm not trying to braid or anything. The Satoko flex. Satoko's like family to me as well. No, my feelings towards her are even deeper than that. It might be only 1 year for Satoko, but I've spent decades with her.
そして、さらに考えれば、奇跡が起こらないのは至極当然だった。どうしてなのですか？奇跡を起こすにはみんなの力を合わせなければならない。みんなが合わせてないんだもの。一人足りなかった。奇跡が起こらないのは当然。聡子ですか？違うわ。私よ。
Hey, I was right. We were both right, Rika. I had just been observing them like a spectator. I had been tired of this eternally repeating world and acted like a witch. I had just forgotten that powerful feelings needed to change fate. In other words, it was like I was supposed to be an actress but was just sitting back and eating popcorn. I'm not a spectator. I'm one of the people on the stage. It is a popcorn night, which means I'm gonna make popcorn after this, to be honest. I do like having my popcorn night. It's my favorite snack. And that's why this play was never successful. In the world while Rena took over the school, if I hadn't done anything, Keiichi would have died in an explosion. Because I got on the stage like I was supposed to, the play didn't end that way. It's a good point. How far could have Keiichi gone without the Rika broom strat? I'm a part of this world too. It's such an obvious thing, but I must have forgotten it a long time ago.
私がサトコの心を解かなくてはならない。サトシの呪縛からサトコを解き放たなくてはならない。もちろん私以外にもそれはできるだろうけれど、
Alright.
きっと私が一番できる立場にいる。
I agree with Rita. I didn't really think of this, but this is good if Rita tries.
いや、そうでなかったとしても、私もまた舞台に上がらなくては奇跡は起きないってこと。
リカ、あなたは何度もそのような決意をして、それを打ち砕かれて悲しんできましたです。
Hanyu, stop being such a downer, dude. The reason why Rita hasn't been trying is because of Hanyu, but I feel like just Hanyu's basically like, alright, no matter what you do, we just need the good roles. We need those 100 sixes, and there's nothing you can really do to change that. Where Rita's like, okay, maybe like, yes, 100 sixes win us the game, but if I try a little bit, then maybe it'll add a % or two to getting that high roll. So I mean, it's better to be active. I guess it takes a mental toll. I don't know, it's a hard decision, but like, if Rita's motivated, I feel like Hanyu should actually back her up a bit instead of being a downer.
それでもなおなのですか？
分かってる。二度とない幸運と二度とない結束。私が次の世界でも頑張ろうと安っぽい決意をしたところで、この世界よりももっともっとあっさりとどうしようもない形で。だからこの世界でもダメだったら私は諦めようと思う。
Hanyu looked at me with surprise. For us, the term giving up means a lot more than what it sounds like. It doesn't only mean that I will accept my fate, it means that I will accept the dead end waiting for me. In other words, accept my death.
なんていうか、未練って努力してないから感じるものなんだって私分かったの。今回これだけの幸運に恵まれ、まあ確かに叔父の帰宅は例外だけど、
Yep.
それにしたって二度とあるかどうかもわからない追い風に恵まれた。
You know, there's gonna be some secret Akasaka attack at the end, alright? We're still in such a good position, I think.
そしてその追い風の中で私は多分できる最大限の方を張ったと思う。
The only current problem is, if he saves Totoko, we probably don't really have enough time to, like, protect Tomotachi, though, which is another thing. So it would be ideal if he saved her here, but now that Rita's given her speech, I do think Rita saving Satoto might actually be what happens, but we'll see. I do think there is potential for Keiichi and Irie to help Rita win this argument with these guys.
だから今度こそって思うし、逆にこれでダメならもう絶対にダメだと思う。その時は私本当の本当に諦めがつくと思うから。
そんなのダメなのですよ。
I'm the only person who can communicate with Hanyu. If I disappear, she will have to go on with her life all alone. That's the last thing Hanyu wants to happen. Perhaps that's why Hanyu says the things she does. She doesn't want my lifespan to wither away by getting hurt emotionally.
でも私はもともとこの舞台の出演者だった。あなたに舞台を見るという楽しみ方を教えてはもらったけど、出番を降りたら舞台が成立しない。きっと だから私は袋小路を出られないんじゃないかなって思うの。
ティカ、きっとどこかの世界で今回と同じような幸運に恵まれ、しかもおじの帰ってこない世界がありますです。それは奇跡ではなく、今回よりももう一つ余計に6が出るだけのことなのです。
Yeah, but that'll be like a bunch of lives in the future.
今回と同じような追い風でおじも帰ってこない世界か。そうね。そうだったらどんなに素晴らしいことか。
Still, trying to beat my fated death is another issue entirely. That sounds wonderful, but it's still not guaranteed.
その世界まで頑張って僕と待ちましょうなのです。だからこの世界が終わったら諦めるなんて言わないでほしいのです。
私が死んだらあんたがあうあう言っても聞いてくれる人もいなくなるしね。たまに気配か足音を誰かに気のせい程度に感じさせるのがせいぜいだろうし。じゃあ私は舞台に戻るわ。自分にできる精一杯を尽くす。あんただって永遠に繰り返す昭和の夏なんて嫌でしょ。
誰ともお話ができずに過ごす長い時間の方がもっと嫌なのです。
Apparently, she thinks this time loop that's driving me mad is far better than having no one to talk to. But that's just how she feels.
僕もこの運命を乗り越えてまだ見たことのない昭和58年やその先の時間へ行きたいです。でもそれはリカと一緒でなくてはダメなのです。
I'm sure that's similar to my own claim that there's no point in living past June 1983 if I'm the only one who does. My ideal future is to survive past June 1983 and let the happy times continue like always without anyone missing. Hanyu feels the same way. She doesn't want a world where I'm not by her side. We're repeating this world only because we wish to do so. It wasn't just Hanyu's power, it was one that we shared together. Hanyu wants to be with me just like I want to build myself a happy future. We both want the same thing. But if I refused to repeat the world again, my long life would be over. Yet I never refused, no matter how sick and tired of it I was. For over 100 years, I kept believing that something good would happen eventually. However, our power is weakening and we can only go back a few weeks at most. We have so little time left to try and change our fate. If we kept it up, eventually we'd only be able to go back to the morning of the day I was going to die. That'd be a dead end for sure. I don't think a life this fortunate will ever come my way again. If my time was unlimited, I'm sure that will happen eventually. Well, that will eventually happen. But I can't count on it happening in what time I do have left. Hanyu told me to wait for another chance because she doesn't want to see me lose myself, but she isn't feeling the time limit like I am.
死んでも目が覚めても同じ朝なんて考えたくもない悪夢よね。そんな地獄に落ちる前に自分の世界は自分の手で幕を下ろしたいの。だからそれをこの世界に決めたわ。この世界でダメだったら私はこれで繰り返しをやめることにする。
Let me translate what she's trying to say. This world is no different from any other world. You're not going to win, so don't bet on this life. Your lifespan is not as short as you think. You should wait for your next opportunity in this endless June. Stay with me until then, stay with me and wait for the next chance.
てなところでしょ。ならせいぜい私たちのために祈ってちょうだい。 相談所を解き伏せ聡子を救い出せること、そして私が昭和58年6月の運命に打ち勝てること。昭和58年の夏を迎えられたら、ずいぶん昔に約束した通り、昭和58年のスイカを食べて窓際で涼もう。今年の秋はどんな秋、今年の冬はどのくらいの雪が、私たちの知らない天気や出来事を楽しもう。知らないテレビ番組や永遠に放送予定のまま見ることのできなかったアニメを見よう。そして私がどんな人生を歩むのか。
それまで一緒に頑張ろうって約束しましたです。なのにこの世界でダメだったら諦めるなんて、そんなのは約束違反なのです。
その約束だけは守れなくてごめん。きっと仲間みんなと一緒に昭和58年の夏を迎える。そこにはもちろん羽生もいるの。そしてきっと青くて広いに違いない。きっとね。昭和58年の大空はこれまでの空とは比べ物にならないくらいに美しいに違いないから。
I'm sure I'm going to make a miracle happen in this world. God didn't design humans so they can redo their lives over and over again like me. People usually only have one chance, yet they can still make miracles happen without effort. They work so hard because they know that they'll never have a chance to do it over again. That's why miracles occur. But if I can't make one happen with all that, I just have to give up.
次の世界なんていらない。この世界で奇跡を起こす。みんなが教えてくれた。奇跡はみんなでなら起こせると教えてくれた。だから起きる。起こす。この世界で私たちは最高の未来を迎えてみせる。
リカ
Hani disappeared, sobbing sadly. She was no longer in my sight, but I could still talk to her.
羽生、きっと私たちはこの世界で最高の未来をつかめるから。だから信じて。あなたも力を合わせてくれたなら、奇跡はもっと起きやすいかもしれないんだから。
This is the best possible stage I can hope for. The actors on the stage and the audience before can help each other. If you wish, you, the audience, can change the story too. I've made my decision. I'm going up on the stage. Alright, action time. I'm not going to complain anymore. I'll do my best, just like Keiichi and my other friends just like Keiichi and my other friends. I'm not going to make any more excuses. I'm not going to wait for another fortunate world. I have to do my best in this one. I'm not talking about my decision to die after this world is over. I'm just saying that the people are meant to have only one chance to live. That's why they worked so hard. Because I had so many chances to redo my life, I haven't been working hard enough. I was never able to make a miracle happen. In my previous life, Frena took over this school. Because I got in her way, Keiichi made it in time to stop the explosion. The story changed because I decided to get up on the stage. Perhaps in my other lives before that, I could have changed my situation if I worked hard enough without giving up. But I kept giving up so easily and eventually lost my interest in those worlds. And so a miracle never happened. A miracle never happened because I was always relying on the fact that I'd have another chance. It's a good speech, this whole thing. It does feel like I've said the same thing a bunch of times, not gonna lie. Not too big of a problem though. I mean, I am enjoying it. It does. It's a little draggy if you dislike the scene, but I do like it, so it's not a problem. Hanyu, I hope you can understand. Please, don't be sad and work with me in this world. I couldn't tell if she understood me. I assertively spoke to the officials about how much danger Satoko is in. Keiichi and Irie also made their appeals from the bottom of their hearts. I had no idea how the Child Consultation Center took what we said so passionately. All I could do was pray. We're not seeing the battle? Aww. Man, I was so hyped for it. Damn. Keiichi POV show. Aww. They skipped the battle, dude. Man. It was so hyped too. Okay, back in Keiichi POV, probably.
昨日の繰り返しになっちゃった感じだったな。両者とも昨日と同じ話の繰り返しだ。
相変わらず平行線？慎重に様子を見るからとか、そういう話に？
そんなところです。
Irie didn't whip out the doctor card. I guess he can't really risk exposing his secret experiment stuff, but still.
週一の訪問で様子を見て、だいたい1ヶ月後に改めて判断をするというような話なのですが。
We're already dead by then.
うちのところにサトコを1ヶ月も閉じ込めろって言うんですか？その1ヶ月間でサトコの心がどれだけ傷つけられるか、どうしてその痛みが理解できないんです？
もちろんその点についても前原さんは懸命に説明してくれました。私もサトコちゃんの去年の状況を説明したつもりです。ですが
サトコちゃんが助けを求めない限り緊急性はない。
部外者の意見で恐縮だけど、サトコちゃんに助けを求めてもらうってのは無理なのかい？
サトコちゃんが逃げ出したらサトシ君の部屋のものを捨ててしまうと脅されてるらしいわ。ひどい話ね。
相変わらず向こうはその一点張りなの？サトコは助けを求められない負い目があるってのに。
The purpose of a child consultation center is to protect children. I was starting to get angry the more I thought about it. But as I thought about it more, I realized that they were just trying to do their job. It was just that our opinions differed about the degree of urgency. It's a good statement. Kind of. They are being a little... They're being shit at investigating, but yes, they are being safe for their own job.
向こうはサトコちゃんが助けを求めたらねという。なんとか歩み寄る方法はないのかな。サトコちゃんへの助けがないまでにも、その SOS のサインを読み取る何らかの歩み寄りはないのかな。
その辺はこちらもいろいろと訴えました。向こうもそれを真剣に聞いてはくださりましたが、最終的な雰囲気だと参考に留められた感じでしたね。
Damn it. When the head of the office showed up, I thought I should change things today, but everything went the same as yesterday and we still weren't able to persuade them. However, I'm sure we're making progress. It might seem like they're withstanding our blows at first glance, but they're feeling the weight behind them. We're not going to give up just because it didn't work out today. We're going to fight until they get off their butts and save Satoko.
さっきみんなには明日もやるよって声はかけた。
We need more people if we're going again, which might be hard.
ただ、今日よりは人数が減るかもしれないね。なんだか悔しいですね。せっかくここまで来たのに、ここが私たちの限界ってわけなんですか。
Damn it. We can't give up yet. We might have less people tomorrow, but we're not going to call off our fourth appeal.
たとえ誰も来なくなっても
Train!
レナは行くよ。サトコちゃんを助ける判断を下してくれるまでレナは一人でもくじけない。
それは俺もだ。俺も絶対にくじけない。ありがとな、ミオ。来られる人だけでも構わないぜ。 窓から見てたけど、みんなの横断幕結構プレッシャーになってるようだったぜ。
ゆうべ夜鍋して作った甲斐がありました。
入江、たすきなんかもありがとうなのです。
いえいえ、これくらいの協力しかできないのが悔しいです。
僕ももっと協力しようと思いますです。僕は聡子を救えないと思って諦めてきましたが、今日圭一と入江が所長とやり合うのを見ていて、僕にはまだまだ頑張れることがあると思いましたです。
Rita-chan was always watching us from afar. It made me a little happy to see Rita-chan getting more active in the whole movement. I wonder what Rita-chan can do.
聡子に会えたら助けを求めるように説得するつもりなのです。それは多分僕にしかできないことなのです。
The same thing was on all our minds. The issue will be resolved for the moment Satoko seeks help. But nobody can say that to her because we all know what she's dealing with, the memories of her brother, Satoko. I know how you feel about Satoshi, but this time is different. Please ask the Child Consultation Center to help you. As long as you're seeking help, they're ready to save you anytime. Don't be afraid that your uncle is going to destroy Satoshi's room. Please ask for them to save you. But without even knowing Satoshi's face, I could never say that to her. The only person who can ask her to help is Rita-chan. She's been living with her for the past year, and she's like family.
そうだね。私も今日それを言ったけれど、心には届かなかった。悲しいけれど、聡子ちゃんの心に言葉を届かせられるのはリカちゃんを置いて他にはいないと思う。
自分にその力がないのが悲しいですけど、リカちゃまは無二の親友。あんたにできなかったらもうどうにもならないです。
さとこちゃんの心を解きほぐせたら、それで全てが解決するとすら断言できるでしょう。案外私たちがこうして押しかけるよりもいい方法かもしれません。
そんなことはありません。レナが言った通りです。双方が手を伸ばさないと届かない。だから聡子も手を伸ばすべきだと思っただけです。そしてそれは僕も同じなのです。みんなが力を合わせないと奇跡は起こせない。僕だけが諦めていて力を合わせなかった。だから奇跡が起こせなかった。
Is this Rita finally reformed? Donado 100% at it, Rita. Late to the party, but it's good to see. Hopefully nothing makes her discourage this arc. It would really suck if she does fail this arc and then that starts. I don't even know what would happen, but let's go. It's not over yet.
だから僕も力を合わせる。だから聡子も手をつかむ。言いたいことがうまく説明できないです。ごめんなさいです。
Rita-chan is usually a quiet girl, but she talks a lot every once in a while. Just because she's quiet doesn't mean she's not thinking about anything. In fact, because she's quiet, she must have a lot inside her heart that she's never expressed. We are going to continue our appeal to the consultation center. Rita-chan is going to persuade Satoko. This is the best approach, or at least the best one that I can think of. It might be slow and quiet, but now that I'm in the game, I can't quit until I win. If I gave up, I'd lose everything that I bet on. We're going to save Satoko. We just have to work together. But obviously we don't have much time left to fight. What to do? We're definitely going to have less people tomorrow. In other words, we can't intimidate the Child Consultation Center any more than we did today. I couldn't see any way to break our deadlock with the Consultation Center, so I had no choice but to swallow down the irritation starting to boil up in my chest and pretend not to notice it.
もうだいぶ暗くなってきました。ミオンさん、解散の号令をかけられた方がいいでしょう。私も今夜はまた実行委員会なので、このまま直接集会所に行った方が良さそうです。
Oh yeah, we do have that.
それを言ったら私もじゃん。
They did mention that when we were in the first meeting. And Keiichi needs to go too.
いけないいけない。
That meant I had to go too. While it wouldn't be a big deal if I missed the meeting, I should still go. I don't understand most of the things they're even talking about there, but I don't want to be rude. I'd have no choice but to go.
ならもう今日はこれで終わりにした方がいいね。相当急いで帰らないと時間ギリギリになっちゃうよ。
Mion thanked all the people who came today and told them to meet at the same place at the same time tomorrow. And with that, the third day of our desperate appeal was over. And we're going straight to the meeting. Oh.
俺、ケイチ。
Phone call?
うん。帰ってから食べるよ。
This sounds always good too. This was like my classic OG favorite song, I think. So it's so tranquil but has a sad feeling to it, for me anyways.
だからうちに帰らず、このまま集会所に行っちゃうよ。父さんはもう行ってるんだね。わかったわかった。了解。
I called my mom and told her that I'd be going to the meeting without coming home. I get there kind of early, but if I went home first, I wouldn't make it in time. Mion, Rita-chan, and Ire were going to head there with me. Shion said that she's also coming. And now Rena didn't want to go home alone either.
うちのお父さんは今日職場の飲み会で遅くなるって聞いてるから、
Nice.
レナも行く。お邪魔にならないかな。
Kana.
なりはしないよ。むしろ若い子の関心があることが分かった方がみんな喜ぶでしょう。
平均年齢がぐんと若返りますです。
Okay.
私も久しぶりに君吉のおじいちゃんに挨拶したいですし。
We all headed toward the Fude shrine in the dim light. The light was on in the assembly building. Some people had already arrived.
こんばんは。皆さんお早いですね。
あんれ、みおんちゃんに大勢来たね。入江の先生もこんばんは。
どうもこんばんは。
Still showing those shades at night. It's respectable.
皆さんもお早いですね。
他になんもすることがねえんだけよ。
More people started coming into the meeting hall. Everyone seemed to come so early. I should probably come earlier from now on too.
あれ 今日はハイカラな靴が多いなと思ったら若い人が大勢来てるじゃないの。シオンちゃんもお久しぶり。今日はどうしたの？
Everyone bowed to the newest arrival. It was the mayor, Kimiyoshi-san. He strode into the room with the other committee members.
どうもお久しぶりです。お姉たちと遊んでてそのままの流れで遊びに来ちゃいました。
そうかいそうか。
Don't drop the Hojo name with him. We know he really doesn't like them.
よく来たね。 しおんちゃんも綿流しのお祭り、今年はぜひいらっしゃいよ。
ええ、今年はぜひ遊びに来ようと思います。何しろケイちゃんが司会のオークションはぜひ見たいですし。
前原くんの司会もそうだけど、これからは祭りのいろんな仕事を少しずつ若い子に移していかないといけないね。そうだそうだ、みおんちゃんに相談したいことがあったんだ。ちょっとこっち来てくれないかな。
はいはい、どうしました？ひょっとして模擬店部会の横田さん、まだ怒ってるんですか？
いやね。
Might actually be this a Toko issue. Maybe. Mian headed outside with Kimiyoshi-san and the other committee members. Probably not, though. Why would they talk about it with the other committee members, anyways? There's only one room in the building, so they have to go outside if they want to talk in private.
今日が木曜日だからお祭りまであと3日なんだね。
3 days until it goes down, huh?
ケイイチ君の準備は万端なのかな？
準備も何もねえな。あるのは覚悟と出たとこ勝負のアドリブだけだよ。
Do your thing.
ケイイチは苦し紛れな方が面白いことを言いますです。
Everyone laughed. We continued to chat about the festival. We talked about what kind of festival young people like us would want to see, that sort of stuff. Suddenly, Mion tapped me on the shoulder.
ケイちゃん、ちょっと話が。
She just gestured for me to follow her out front without letting the others know. What did she want? Uh-oh. I have a bad feeling. It's Chia, never mind. Well, maybe it could still be a bad feeling, but she is a happy Chia. Once outside, I see Mion, Chia-sensei, and the principal.
あ、千恵先生、校長先生、どうも。こんばんは。
Chia-sensei responded to my greeting, but the principal must not have heard me since he didn't. Uh-oh. Actually, I am getting bad vibes. His eyes were closed. He seemed lost in thought. That sight caused our happy chatting feelings to cool off quickly. My intuition told me this had to be about something bad.
前原くんにち
Uh-oh.
ょっとだけお話があります。
あまり良くない話みたいですね。
明日もみんなでまた交渉に行くんですね。
ええ、どこまでも戦うのが仲間の務めですから。
Did they get the Oryu order to stop? That'll spice things up, huh?
今日ほど集まるかは分かりませんが、明日もまた集まろうとみんなに言ってあります。な、だよな、ミオ。
前原くん、集まる人たちに約束した手前もあるでしょうから、明日はとりあえず仕方がありません。
It's the Oryu order.
それを最後
Oh
に
no.
しばらく様子を見ませんか？
Dude, the Oryu order is not good because I feel like they will either like try to they either like try to work to. I feel like that could really split this party up, especially if Mion sides with Oryu. I don't know. I don't like this. Thanks to the advice from Oishi-san last night, I already had an idea of the situation.
千恵先生のそれも忠告ですか？これ以上話が大きくなると村のお偉方も見て見ぬふりができなくなる。だからここいら辺で自重しろってことですか？
前原くん、私はあなた方のしていることは正しいと思う。
Well, yeah, this isn't a good situation. You think that Oishi might actually help us now, though, if the village doesn't want it, because, you know, Oishi likes to shoot his shot at the village. It's a rough situation. It sucks because I do feel like Mion's not going to help us, which sucks. I feel like Shion won't care, obviously. She's gonna get pissed. I feel like this actually makes things really rocky, and I hope Keiichi can keep the group together, because I feel like if it turns, there is still a chance for someone to kill Teppei and make stuff go crazy, because We need to get past the Watanashi for sure. Actually, you want to save Satoko before the Watanashi, but...
だからあなたは正しいと思ったことを堂々としてくれればいいと思っています。でも
She stopped talking after that. Chia-sensei was supporting us until just yesterday. She even came to the child consultation center with us on the second day. So for her to start saying completely the opposite, I felt slightly dizzy from the shock of it.
ケイちゃん、千恵先生の名誉のために補足するよ。千恵先生は個人的には私たちを支持してくれてる。
Are you helping me on? If you help, then I'll feel a lot better about the situation. If at least the club members are together. Because if you think about it, it's not like the Okonomiya Titans are like really connected to Hinamizawa and the Otakus. Like a lot of the outside support. We'll lose our core with probably the children, but...
でも、その
何かの圧力がかかったってわけか。
Is it? I thought it was Oryu.
千恵先生は圧力なんかに屈する人じゃない。ケイちゃんは千恵先生がどれだけ正義心にあふれる人か知らないだろうね。かつてこの分校が分校と認められず、単なる廃校の校舎でしかなかった時、千恵先生はやってきてくれた。
I think Myeon told me about that story before. The school was closed when the dam conflict happened. However, the village children still came to the school to learn. There were no teachers there though because the school wasn't officially operating. That was when Chia-sensei arrived. After they won the dam conflict, the Sonozaki family and the other villagers made an appeal, and the school's existence was finally approved. Our school didn't have an easy start. The government was against it, but the villagers forced them to approve. Chia-sensei came along with us on our appeal yesterday. That was very courageous of her, but now people who want to close the school are paying attention to what we're doing. Is that? Huh. Okay, that's interesting.
結論から言うと、
So is it actually just the education board? No, there's no way. I do think it might be Oryu behind it, dude. But maybe not.
千恵先生はもう私たちには協力できないって。
You should still go though, like we're all in, baby. Rita's motivated. If we give up now, then that's not gonna be good for her mental either. Chia-sensei stared at the ground as Mion spoke. I never seen her look so sad.
私だけの問題ならこの身がどうなってもいい。一人の生徒のために戦えず教師なんて名乗りたくない。でも私たちの学校の存在までは脅かせないのです。
I don't know who told her this. Whoever it was, they warned her not to escalate things around Satoko's case. They threatened the existence of her school to make her obey and pressured her with responsibilities she couldn't take on her own.
俺さ、昨日大石さんからそんな話を聞かされてるんだ。それもまさにこの場所でさ、これ以上騒ぎを大きくすると北条家を未だによく思ってない年寄りどもと対立することになる。
I like it.
みたいなのをな。
State it out in the open. See if they can deny that.
大石にそんな話を聞かされたんだ。
It's a good statement, and obviously it's true. It's not just the propaganda he usually hits us with.
そう間違った話じゃないよ。
Mion looked at the ground along with Chia-sensei. I always thought Chia-sensei and Mion were stronger people. So seeing them both hanging their heads like this is hopeless made me feel like we were being pushed into a dead end, and I hated it.
大体お前さっきのさっきまで俺たちと一緒に行ったじゃないかよ。
Don't give up, you know. If we're gonna save Satoto, you gotta put everything on the line. You gotta put your lives, I guess. I mean, I do think Keiichi and Shion are at least thinking that way. I'm sure most of them are. But you gotta put your, like... Honestly, I know it's hard for Chia, but, like, you gotta put your school... You gotta put everything on your line if you're trying to win this. Which is, like, super hard for most people. And honestly, I probably wouldn't be able to do that in most situations. I don't know. If I was Obviously, if this was like IRL and it was actually Satoto, I probably would. But like, it's a hard thing to do. But sometimes you just gotta go all in. What can I say?
みんなに言ったじゃないか。そのミオンと一緒に集会所にやってきて、どこで弱気なミオンと入れ替わっちまったんだよ。
You're the next heir of the heir of the Sonozaki. You know, it's fine to be different than Oryu, I guess, if you're taking the reins eventually. When I said, when did she get swapped, I immediately thought of one thing. The mayor took her outside the building earlier. Did he?
そっか。
Yeah.
さっき村長がミオンを外に呼んだのは、そういう
Yo,
話だったん
let's
だ。
go, Kichi versus Kimiyoshi. I want to see it.
まあいろいろとね。
It felt painful to see her face to see her face just smile like that. She was only out here with him for about 10 minutes. What the hell did he tell her that crushed her spirit? Fingernails on the line?
ミオンもチエ先生も
Nah, it's probably more
俺
than
の知っ
that.
てる二人は最高に強い誇れて憧れる友人であり先生だ。
I mean, Mion, it's just how Mion was raised, right? So.
その二人がほんの一晩二晩で意見を覆すことになるようなどんな圧力があったかは俺には想像がつかない。
I didn't feel like getting mad at them. They were just as passionate about saving Satoto as I was. Towards them, I felt nothing but pity.
前原君、私はなんて言っていいか。
We'll do it anyways. You're trimmed, both of you. It's a big blow, but gotta do it.
チエ先生が謝ることじゃないです。
I could feel an angry tone entering my voice. I'd had enough.
教えてくれ。どうして村の年寄りたちは未だ北条家を嫌うんだ。もうダム戦争は終わってる。残された里子には何の罪もないはずだ。
The song's strumming. Ready to feel something?
なのにどうしてここまで嫌うんだ。
Bam, 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 bam.
誰が嫌ってる。誰のせいだ。
He's getting angry. He can't contain it.
そいつに俺が話をつける。
I did say I want the Teichi or you conversation. I don't know if that'll actually happen though. That'll be spice.
北条家を嫌ってる人間は実はいないのかもしれないって思うよ。
何？お前は何を言ってるんだ？
ダム戦争で北条家は村の旧敵だった。村全体でそういう風に盛り上げたからね。その先般である夫婦が死に、残された里子に罪がないのは誰もがうすうす知っている。でも北条家を許そうと誰かが号令をかけたわけじゃないんだよ。その辺は私も補足します。
Wild Shion appears.
シオン。
It wasn't just Shion who appeared. Squad? Okay. Rena and Rita-chan were there with her. They'd come out to check on me and overheard what we were talking about.
北条家をスケープゴートにして結束してきたこの村は未だ北条家に怯えているんです。怯えているというのは怖いという意味じゃない。北条家と縁があると思われたら自分も村からスケープゴートにされてしまうかもしれないと恐れていたのです。
In other words, if you help a member of the Hojo family, you might get attacked by the village just like they did. They still feel that way years after the conflict.
そんなことってあるの？
It's actually
だって
understandable.
学校ではみんな里子ちゃんと普通に接してたよ。
I can see their fears. You think Mion would be the one who actually has the power to change that, though.
もちろんそれは村のお年寄
Or
りだけの
Rita, to be
話なの。
honest. But I guess Rita can't change it, because even though she is living with Satoto, they still haven't forgived her.
でもそれは村の神部でもあります。
みんなはそれを 多分その先本家のバッチャの意思だろうと思ってるでしょ。
Does she not?
でもそういうわけじゃない。
You sure?
バッチャだってやっぱり恐れてるんだよ。
Huh.
自分が北条家を擁護したら村の年寄り連中に対して求心力を失ってしまうのではないかって思ってる。
That's weird. Are you sure?
なんだかややこしいぞ。
Well, yeah, that is kind of complicated, huh?
つまりどういうことなんだ。俺は誰を殴りゃいいんだ。
つまり本当は誰も北条家を嫌ってなんかいないんだよ。誰もが内心はもう許してもいいと思ってる。
I feel like we just... I don't know how true that is. I don't know. I guess it's just if you think about it. But from what we've seen from like Kimiyoshi and Oryu, it's hard to tell how true that is, I guess. Unless we just take their word for it. Which, you know, it's like, why not? But again, I like to see stuff. Actual stuff, proving stuff, you know?
でもそれを口に出せない。自分以外はみんな未だ北条家を敵視してると信じてる。
つまり相互に誤解しているってこと？
そういうことです。個別に聞けばわかります。誰も聡子のことを嫌ってなんかいないんです。両親が死んでそれがけじめになったと思っています。だからばあさんもその後は北条家に一切関わるなと号令を出しました。
That is true. I do remember that statement.
でも北条家を許すとは号令を出せなかった。
それはきっと僕のお父さんのせいもあるのです。
What happened there?
リカちゃんの？
I don't remember this.
どうして？僕のお父さんはずっとのんびりと構えていたので、村の人たちからリーダー失格だとずっと言われてきたのです。
リカちゃんのお父さんはハト派だったからね。冷静に状況が読める人だったと思う。でも祭りのように反ダムで燃え上がった人々はもっと過激なタカ派のリーダーを求めていたんだよ。だからバッチャはひなみ沢を一つにまとめるためあえてみんなが求めたタカ派リーダーを演じたんだよ。
つまりタカ派リーダーを演じてる手前、自分から北条家を許すとは言い出せないってわけか。
うん。お年寄りは主義を曲げないことを模範と思うからね。
Well, this is a complicated problem, but we're gonna need to fix it, guys. We can't just be fine with this. And again, it's honestly up to Mion and Shion if they want to change it, but I don't know if they will.
最初に掲げた方針はなかなか変えられないんだよ。
At least they have the most power. I guess anyone can do it if we can. I don't know how, but gotta do something about this.
そんなのってひどい。だってそれじゃ誰もが人のせいにしながらさとこちゃんを許してあげてないってことだよ。自分が許すと村の人に陰口を叩かれるかもしれないから許してあげられないなんてあんまりだよ。当時はね、貧しい家なんかには保証金が欲しくて立ち退きを受け入れてもいいと思ってる人が少なからずいたんだよ。でもそれを口に出すとはばかられる状況だった。そんな中、それを堂々と公言したのが北条家だったんだよ。それに勇気づけられて立ち退き派が派閥を作りそうな勢いになった。みんなも今日までのお役所とのやり取りをしてて分かったと思うけど、住民運動というのは一枚岩じゃないといけないんだよ。村の総意であるか否かがとても大切なこと。だから実はダム戦争の直前、ひなみ沢は戦争どころか内部分裂状態だったんだよ。 僕のお父さんが日和見主義だったからそうなったんだと。お父さんは ダムなんてできるわけがない。
Okay, that is pretty lazy.
きっと話し合いで平和的に解決できるというのんびりした立場だったのです。
Sadly, it's not how the world works.
そしてそれが立ち退き派を許す温床になったと非難されたのです。立ち退き派って不思議な響きだね。初めて聞くよ。村の人はよくダムの推進派って言わない？
She's right. They usually claim that the enemies supported the project itself.
立ち退き派っていうよりダム推進派って方が悪っぽそうな感じでしょ。立ち退きじゃ単に喧嘩を嫌って逃れるだけの平和的なイメージがある。でもダム推進派なら。
なるほどな。ダム推進派っていうとなんだか利敵行為というか、村をダム湖に沈めようとする裏切り者みたいなイメージになるな。
イメージ戦略というものです。
Coach had appeared to hold Jane out tonight. He came outside after noticing how long we'd been
当
gone.
時のひなみ沢には戦争直前の全体主義のような空気が蔓延していたんです。ハト派のフルデシでは逆に分裂を招いた。なら全体を一丸とするにはタカ派になるしかないと当時の園崎家は考えたんです。
ちょっと話が見えてきました。つまりこういうことですね。村を反ダムで一つにまとめるために北条家に裏切り者のレッテルを貼って徹底攻撃して見せしめにした。それがあまりに集中的だったので立ち退き派の人たちは恐ろしくなり終始替えせざるを得なかった。
Yes.
北条家と親交があればダム推進派なのだろうと疑われました。だから誰もが怖がって北条家に近づかなかった。
I feel like this chapter started out hype. I'm again loving it, but it's pretty slow. I feel like we know what's happening. Let's try to start theorizing about a solution. Feels like we had the same talk for like the past 20 minutes. It probably just feels long because yeah, no.
も
Yes.
ちろんそれは北条夫妻の2人を指名したはずなのですが、いつの間にか北条家という分かりやすい看板が一人歩きを始めました。その結果、おじおば夫婦の家もとばっちりを受けたそうです。皮肉ですね。その時の冷遇の恨みが募り、聡子ちゃんにひどい仕打ちをする温床となっているのですから。
I mean, I think they're just shitty people, honestly. Hunt and Unto were not in support of the dam project, but because of Satoto's parents, they were also attacked. After Satoto's parents died, they forced to take care of their 2 children. It finally made sense. I can see the whole picture now.
ダム戦争は終わった上に聡子ちゃんの両親は亡くなった。ならそういう変な遺恨は全部水に流そうって言い出した園崎家がちゃんと終了宣言を出すべきじゃないのかな。
Mion, please. Ignore Oryu.
そこで最初の話に戻るんです。北条家に温情的な宣言を出したら、園崎家当主はダム戦争当時の幹部級、つまり町会のお偉方への求心力を失うのではないかと恐れたんです。
It's like we're in a circle here.
舐められたらおしまいってのはどうやらお役所だけじゃなく園崎家もそうみたいだな。
これは私が直接バッチャに聞いたから間違いない。バッチャは北条家は放っておけとの号令を出すまでが精一杯。そして自分が死んで当主が変わったらその就任の時にダム戦争の完全終了宣言を出して 北条家に対する遺恨を完全に流そうと、そういう話になってるんだよ。
It's good strategically, but like at the same time, it's kind of sucks to be honest.
これはお母さんも知ってる。その話は私もお母さんに聞いてます。大ババ様の世間体とかいうやつですね。
Surprised Shion heard this from her, because that didn't seem to be the case in Mayatashi, huh? Because obviously in this one, Shion's like, oh, no one actually hates the Hojos, but in Mayatashi, Shion was like, oh, all you old people hate the Hojos, I'm gonna kill you all,
話をちょ
sort
い
of
と戻す
thing.
ぜ。ミオンと千恵先生にさっき脅しをかけたのは村長たち町会のお偉方連中だったと思う。その連中はどうなんだ？
Yeah, that sounds kind of shitty, huh?
まだ北条家を恨んでるのか？
それが笑っちゃうんです。実は君吉のおじいちゃんだって誰だってもう北条家を恨んでなんかないってんです。
つまり悲しい話なんですが、彼らにとってまだダム戦争は尾を引いているんです。北条家と親交があったら後ろ指を刺されるかもしれないと未だに恐れているんです。
でもリカちゃんとか監督は普通に聡子ちゃんと接してるじゃないですか。
私は若く、そもそも町会にそれほどのしがらみを持ちませんから。そしてリカちゃんは特別です。なぜなら彼女はお社様の生まれ変わりだから。
You feel like that would make people forgive Satoto? Maybe they can use that idea to actually show that Satoto's forgiven, but I don't know.
お社様は人と鬼の相入れぬ存在を融和させて住まわせた伝説を持つ。だからつまり
村にいられない身である北条家の人間を引き取っても納得されたというわけか。
After hearing all this, I'm beginning to understand how difficult it was for Satoto to live in this village. She always acted bright and cheerful in school and in the club. I thought that was her whole world. But I had no idea how she felt when she was walking around alone in the village. She probably went grocery shopping even knowing the people were going to ignore her. She felt the coldness from them, but she was standing strong on her feet. I had no idea she was going through something like that. I knew she went through tough times during the dam conflict, but I had no clue that she was struggling to this day. Alright, music over. Time to act. Time for solutions. No no one actually hates the Toto, but they're scared. Whatever. Enough of this cycle. Let's move forward, please.
そしてなんてバカバカしい話。
レナもそう思うか？俺も全く同じに思ったぜ。
Let's ignore it. That's the answer. Ignore it.
聡子ちゃんのことを何とも思ってないのに関わると何か良くないことがあると思ってる。
Ignore the order and just keep going forward. Or actually try to fix it. I don't know. Whatever you can do if Mion is willing to try. But I don't think she is, honestly.
悪
Sadly.
いのは誰なの？誰でもないの？
It's not no one's, it's all of them, to be honest.
そう思わせる風土や世間体が悪いの？
誰も悪くない。
Are you sure?
なのに他の誰かを気にして自分も許せないか。
Honestly, I would say it's everyone's fault. Because no one's trying to stop this dumb cycle. So, yeah.
うん。そういう空気は良い方向に流れてるときはいいんだよ。思いやりがあって連帯感のあるいいご近所付き合いを生み出す。でも北条家の件は正反対。そういう思い込みがカビのように蔓延しちゃってどうにもならない。腐った畳はどうすると思う？捨てて新しくするしかないんだよ。
じゃあ村長たちは 自分たちが聡子を気に入らないから圧力をかけてるんじゃなくて、俺たちのやっていることを黙認すると村の誰かという意もしない存在に後ろ指を刺されるかもしれないと怯えているから黙認できないと、そういうわけなんだな。
Yes, Keiichi. Yes.
私はその意もしない誰かをだって誰もがそのいない誰かに気遣ってる。でもその誰かは存在しない。人じゃない。
Shan's theory sounded interesting. Everyone follows the rules because they're afraid of that someone. However, even the leaders of the village are afraid of the same thing. Everyone in the village is following the rules because they're afraid of someone who doesn't exist. They still follow the rules of the dam conflict, thinking that they'll be cursed if they forgive Satoko. Who the hell is that someone? They could only call it the curse of Oyashiro-sama. Oyashiro-sama cursed the Hojo family because they supported the dam project. They still believe that, and Satoko is struggling because of it.
お社様は聡子をたたったりしないのですよ。むしろ可愛いとすら思っていますです。そんなことでお社様の名前を使わないであげてほしいのです。
Rika-chan made a sad face. She's the shrine maiden for Oyashiro-sama and the reincarnation of Oyashiro-sama. I don't think there's a curse in this village at all. Everyone is just convinced that there is.
ってことはだ。つまり一番悪いのは沖宮の生活相談所じゃなくて、どうやらこの村丸ごとってことになりそうだな。
うん。私もそう思った。
Battle music? Are we changing focus to the... Are we protesting the village? Wouldn't that be funny? A village united by protesting is not getting protested by the younger generation. Dude, it's called the passing of times.
私もついさっきまでは相談所に何度も陳情をすればきっと聞き入れてもらえると思ってたけど。
Hey, guess what?
そんなのは何の解決にもならないって今わかった。
Sorry, I didn't think Rena was gonna talk that long. My bad, Rena. Guess what? I'm hyped again. I have woken up from my sleepy slumber of that long explanation explaining the same thing over and over. We got the new battle music. I don't actually recognize this song, so I'm kind of hyped. We're going against the village. Bring the lads. We're ready. Bring Oishi. You know, he's down. Bring... I don't know, bring the... I'm sure the medical staff with Ire and Tomotaki would probably help too. Bring the young children from the school. Who cares? Let's go. Honestly, if we win over the village, then yes, we automatically save Satoko. Like, even if the child consultation doesn't work, we can actually just scare off Tepe if we really need to, so all is good. It's just kind of a harder target, but in reality, it might not even be that much of a harder target. We have some some key people in our group, huh? Like, what are they gonna say if Rita tells them to stop? Like, are they just gonna disagree with Rita? Seems a little silly. Now I actually, since we're doing this, I actually do believe Mion's gonna help us, so that's good. I'm getting the feeling back, baby. Wheels are turning.
ちょっとケイちゃん、レナも。
Come on, Mion. You know you wanna help. We actually really need you if we're gonna win this.
何を始めるつもりなの?
Since you're gonna be technically be the new leader. So, we need you, Mion. Please. It's called a revolution. Look it up.
サトコのことを仲間だと思っていても踏み出せない最後の一歩ってやつがある。この村としがらみのあるミオンとチエ先生がだがな、何のしがらみもねえ俺はな、そんなのに屈する必要が。
前原さん、まさか この場で
Ooh, we start with Kimiyoshi. Watch out, buddy.
腐った畳なんかこの俺がぶち抜いてやろうじゃねえか。
We do have the heavy hitters besides the end boss or you right here. We can just go to town right now. We don't need a plan. We have Rika on our side. Mion's hesitant, but maybe she'll gather courage like right now or in middle of the fight.
なんだレナもやるか。
Or maybe just not at all because she's gonna risk her position, but I really hope she does. Now that I think about it.
私はこう見えても容赦ないよ。
To be fair, we do know what happens. Like, I don't think Oryu would like order us to get tortured, but Mion would definitely take a bit of a beating if she did join us, I think.
だよな。
Okay, we got Rena. We definitely have Shion. Shion doesn't care at all, and we have Rika, so we got a decent squad.
でもレナの場合は少し手加減した方がいいな。お前本気でやるとなったら学校一つを爆破くらいはする気がするぜ。
Ha 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 ha.
圭一くんだってやると決めたら金属バットで闇討ちくらいはしそうな気がするな。
お互い敵には回したくねえな。じゃあ行くか。
Welp? He said Welp. I'm ready. Okay.
ミオンの立場は十分分かってるぜ。だからミオンは立場上俺と敵対してくれて全然 OK だ。ただしやばいと感じたら逃げとけよ。
Come on, Mion.
今日は部活以上にやばいぜ。
I'm just saying, you should definitely do it as a Satoto friend. And I'm just saying, if you keep getting uninvolved, actually, you know what? I won't say it.
本気のもう一つ上の本気で行くからな。
But you should come. She's not. As the next head of her family, she shouldn't agree with me, but she stared in silent approval about what I was going to do.
わかった。ケイちゃんが捨て身の覚悟で行くという。
Let's go!
私もやるよ。
That's what I like to see.
そうでなくちゃな。見てろ。ガツンと言ってやるからな。
We put it all on the line here. We mess with the Yakuza. Don't
しーちゃんはどうする？
take us lightly. Yeah, Shion's coming. Shion doesn't care. At all.
私は幸い
Yeah.
失うものなんかありませんので。
Mion was the hardest target, honestly, so we're already stacked.
協力します。
知恵先生と校長先生の立場は分かってます。
Yeah. Though they should come, but whatever. It's a revolution. You need to put it on the
ですが
line,
今日は
alright?
学校じゃない。だからどうか俺たちのやることを
But
見
it's
過ごして
okay.
ください。
I'll forgive you.
そうですね。私は今は教師ではありません。
Oh,
私も校長先生も
okay. Entrusting your will to us. That's a nice secondary option. I have absorbed your will.
私は協力させていただきます。
Irie.
村を出てけと言われたら診療所を畳むくらいの覚悟はありますよ。
Now we know that's not true, but but I'm glad you're helping us, Irie. That's what I like to see.
それに未来のメイドさんを守るためにご主人様が一肌脱ぐのは当然のことです。
Agreed. Oh, I can feel everyone's power flowing into me. Me too, man. I'm back on it, dude. I'm not even going to try and cool down. I need to be fired up for something like this. As I turn back, I noticed Oishi-san and my dad. Yo, you know Oishi-san's here, dude. If he hears we're starting a revolution, he's actually on our side, which is super good. Maybe he can throw away the tepe bait if this succeeds. I don't know how long they were standing there. Man.
大石さん、
Oops.
昨日教えてくれたじゃないですか。男には降りられない戦いがあるって。被験牌を強打ちしてでも貫かなくちゃならないことってのがある。
圭一、
父さん、止めないでくれよ。
Keiichi's dad.
確かに
I know people have told me Keiichi's dad and mom's name, but I still feel like they should just, you know, put Itachi up there instead of just saying Keiichi's dad. I feel like we know him well enough for that to be a thing. I don't know. Mion's mom has a name on screen. Why doesn't Keiichi's dad? You're telling me they don't have the same story value? I would disagree with you. He gave me a big smile. I never seen my dad smile like that before. Yeah, man moment. We need some bro moments in here. If it's a hype scene, you need to get the bro moments in. And he's on the list of top 5 perverts according to the Higurashi anime. I don't even remember anything. Actually, I guess like I remember him taking Keiichi to the Angel Mort thing, huh? I'm actually like pretty interested once we hit the Higurashi anime to see how they animated him. I bet he just looks like an older Keiichi, but it's nice they get some appearance because they are pretty frequent characters in the story. Not in every arc, but. Damn it, Oishi. Okay. Fine, fine. That is true. The Mahjong Tet. There you go, the new Mahjong party. Akasaka, Keiichi's dad, Oishi. I don't know who the fourth would be, but it's looking good. They started talking about Mahjong together. This is going to be interesting. Someone from the committee came out and told us to come inside for the meeting. It was time for it to start. Better get a chapter break. I'm sleepy. It's a long episode, but I guess you can expect that because I made the last episode shorter than I was supposed to be. The real battle starts. Someone pulled my shirt, Rika. It was Rika-chan. Who else would pull his shirt? I feel like it's always Rika when someone pulls the shirt, to be honest. No. She's gonna refuse and help because of her whole speech she just had a bit ago. Angry Rika. That's what I like to see. On you. You should get fired up about that, Hanyu. Yeah, I guess because of how sloggy the conversation was, I didn't notice about that's what Shion was alluding to. Which, I mean, it kind of made sense, I guess. But we'll think about it later. It's too late in to think about stuff hardcore, you know. Well, he will break it. Keiichi has the power to break everything. It's not just Keiichi's power though. Because everyone is working together, Keiichi is able to break anything. This energy is more powerful than the lucky sits on the die. Everyone follow Keiichi and enter the assembly hall. I followed in after them. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this with Keiichi. If this doesn't work out, that's it for me. I'm going to give it my very best. Chapter break! There we go. There you go, you know. I slacked last episode. We went through it. Get a bonus long episode. It was a pretty good sesh. I think, is that actually, no, it is. Okay, we'll do the tip then before I end it off. Underside. Is that a good title? I'll think about it. New tips. What's that? A civil servant's preparations.
So ですか。裏に町会もその鬼ヶ淵死守同盟とかいう同活団体もいないと分かれば、これ北条聡子さんの件は特別扱いせずに慎重に対応してください。
はい。ひなみ沢の総意でないと分かれば、こちらも落ち着いて処理ができます。
しかし私は好きになれませんね。裏に誰がいようがいなかろうが、常に公平な対応をするのが公務員です。同活がまかり通るようなことがあったという先例を残したから、ひなみ沢は特別扱いだという妙なルールができてしまったのではないですか。
まあ確かに所長のおっしゃる通りだとは思いますが、
わざわざ自治の係長が連合長会が背景にいないことを確認してくれたんですから、うちの職員も厳粛に事務を進めてください。ひなみ沢だからどうすべきかとお伺いを立てること自体がすでに公務員の心構えとして問題です。
はい、申し訳ございません。とにかく
裏に村がいると分かっても対応を焦るべきではありません。北条聡子さんの件は慎重に対応してください。くれぐれも異例の措置は取らないよう担当に念を押しておいてくださいよ。
The thing is, obviously you shouldn't give special treatment, but if people are appealing that much, you should probably try a bit harder. But it's not like what he said is wrong per se. Actually, you know, he's kind of rising up to for the revolution. But I don't know. I feel like it's, instead of having I mean, you should have guidelines, but instead of having to fully follow the guidelines, you know, wait and see, you should make exceptions to very powerful appeals. But anyway, short and sweet tip. But yeah, this was an interesting episode. I feel like if I had to break it down, the beginning was hype. Then I was like, you got the whole Rita speech, which was nice. But also, we didn't get to see the epic battle with Keiichi, Irie, and Rita, which I was kind of hyped, so it kind of died down my hype a bit, but I don't think it was bad. I do think the thing with talking about the village and why they hate Satoto was like, I don't know if people understand. I know people do understand, but like for the people who don't understand, I feel like in that whole conversation, we repeated the same idea that the villagers don't actually hate Satoto, they're just afraid, like, over 5 times. I don't think we went past 10 times, but it was definitely, like, it was a lot of times. And I feel like that's what you call dragging, when you repeat a lot, and it didn't really add much to it. But I think what saved it was the ending. The ending got me hyped. Super hyped. So we might actually see the Keiichi Oryu standoff. I was kind of memeing, but I'm super glad if you do get to see that. But I'm gonna end it here. Almost 2-hour video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I will see you next time. Probably won't be as long, but yeah, good stuff. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. Thanks for your time, and yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.